bro. So a lot of people got it mixed up when they say gang. I hated that word when they say you was in a gang. I was never no gang. I was organized. You understand what I'm saying? It's just that the way they look at it, if you two people and more on the street, standing on the corner, you consider that as a gang. All right, that's the way statistics look at it. But we was organized brothers standing there protecting our community, so my grandmother can go to the store so she won't get robbed for a pocketbook. You know what I'm saying? So, because it happened, that's why we formulated, because, I remember the first time it happened, my mom went to the store, and the dude snatched a bag. And me and Akbar, we think he's called Champ, he lived on Milford, and I lived on Montauk, and we standing on the corner, and it was Cato and them, they lived down the block on Atkins, Cato, Cisco Kid, it was a couple of brothers from back in the days, And we said, yo, man, these niggas coming up from here doing this, man, snatching pocketbooks, so we prepared ourselves. So we stand there and waited till they go to the store, and we stood out there and we waited with bottles and sticks. When he came back through, that's what we put something on, So that wouldn't happen again. So we said we're going to give a party. We gave a little party and stuff like that, and that's how the Tomahawk started. But, neither here nor there, as I grow up even more, Sonny came to us. See, Sonny was like my pops, man. Then, him and my moms had dated a few. But a father is the one who furthers a man's education. Yes, that's what I look at a father as. And he took me to a level that no man ever took me. Not even my dad. Sonny took me to a level where he walked every square inch of this planet with me, mentally as well as physically. You know what I'm saying? He took me to things that I never thought my mind could go through. And it balanced me, because I used to always say that if a man ain't got nothing to die for, he ain't got nothing to live for.
That's right.
But he taught me to live for something to live. And I live to see this day, to watch all of us, that we come together for one common cause. You understand what I'm saying? See, we are blessed because united we stand as a nation of people, because when we was brought over here on these slave ships, our people was brought over here. We wasn't Zulu, we wasn't Muslims, we wasn't Panthers, we was just black men and black women. You understand? And we are known, we are original from the tribe of Sabas. All right? So don't get it twisted. We are one nation under God, and the God is Allah. But we was brought here for a reason. And they separated our minds and divided us and made us think that we are different in each other so we can fight and kill one another. This is the sign of separating the black man so we can fight and kill. That's why they call us African. See, they call you an African. African means divide and what? Conquer. And what they divide us mentally to make us think it's different. This is why you see so many different cliques came up in the streets fighting for colors and rags and stuff like that, but didn't have no reality of what they was fighting for. Sonny brought that reality to us. I remember when he came at me, and I thought I was a tough brother back in them days. He said, y'all really want something to fight for? And I didn't understand until he brought us to school of common sense. He showed us how to deal with common sense, not nonsense.
That's right.
He said he's not taking it no more. And that was a tough brother. I mean, Sonny, Abu Badika, I ain't seen nobody better than that brother yet. Some of the things I watched that man do. You know what I'm saying? So he put me on the right track. Out of that, reason why I say he put me on the right track, because right now I'm drug free. I don't smoke no cigarettes, do nothing like that. I got 9 boys and 9 girls, and I got 8 grandbabies. That I never thought that I was going to live over 21 years old. I thought I was going to get murdered in the streets, shot down. But I'm here to tell a story 50 years later. So you telling me a lie to God, then I'll tell you, I can hardly believe that unless I'm dumb, deaf, and blind. You understand? See, our job now, our mission is now, we got a new generation of children that we got to teach them that Sonny still lives. Malcolm X still lives. Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther King. All these people still live through us. It's what we are fighting for. Some people don't have a cause. They have a B cause. And when you say B cause of this and B cause of that, that B when you put in front is just something that you just spitting up that exists. Have a cause for what you do. You understand? Every man got to have a cause for what they do. My cause is to be free here in the wilderness of North America. You understand? And regardless of who or what, I'll give my life before my word fails. Where I come from, anybody know me? They know me as Freedom of Law from the 5% Nation. They know me as Papa Wu. I don't play no games. And I ain't no gangster. You know what I'm saying? But I know how to win battles by telling the truth and shame the devil. I always was told, boy, if you tell the truth and shame the devil, you're a champion without an opponent. Just be God and win every battle. The nature of a man is to be God anyway, whether he want to be or not. That's the nature of you. To be godly of everything you do. By all means necessary, just be godly of it. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Because the truth don't stop a man, nothing else in this world will. That's why you must tell the truth. But we got a young generation coming up now that people act like they're afraid of. How can these youth? Here we was gangbangers, we was tough, and we gonna let some young brothers come in the streets now, bring something all the way from California, talking about their Bloods and Crips, and they controlling the streets of New York City. I can hardly believe that shit left them dumb, deaf, and blind. For real. But it ain't no more order. And when it ain't order, the law has been lost. We have laws of this land. You understand that we have to protect as a people. Because whatever they do affect you, me, our children that's growing up. You know, and it's so beautiful from the child. I remember I was on the 3rd grade reading level. I couldn't read or do nothing. Islam taught me how to read and write. Well, all my kids is going to college. My daughters is going to college. My sons. It's so deep that here the child I was that made me this man that's standing here talking to you today, that I was self-taught. I taught myself how to be illiterate. You understand? Because I said, what am I going to do with my life now? What am I going to do? And I had to educate myself. And that's what we got to teach these brothers, how to educate themselves. How to bring yourself back to existence. Because, man, a lot of these brothers still out here now are still dumb, deaf, and blind. They are slaves of a mental depths and powers because they don't know who the true and living God is, nor the origins in the world. They are still worship what they know not. This is why they so easy to led in the wrong direction and hard to be led in the right. Because they don't know who the living God is. They don't know these things. But if we don't teach them these things, it's going to keep going on. And some people don't want to step up to it and affect their children. The children in the street ain't yours, but I'm the type of child that growed up. When I turned to a certain age, every kid in the street belonged to me. Every child in the street belonged to me. They used to call me the superhero of the neighborhood. Anything goes down, I'm here, I'm coming. They're there with my cape on. I'm coming to a rescue. I don't care what it is. That's all I know how to do. I don't know how to do nothing else. I don't know how to do politics. I don't know how to be no high professor in no college. I got nothing but streetology. All I know is about the street, how to survive, and how to teach these children how to survive on the street. And that's what made me the man I am today. And I've been successful doing it. I raised a lot of families up. Took a lot of people off crack and drugs and all kinds of stuff. That they are police officers now. So this is what Sonny taught me to do, how to live through that. That's why the School of Common Sense that he gave us made sense to me. That if you don't know where you came from, you're never going to make it where you're going.